What if the echoes of eternity are already whispering in the chambers of your mind? What if the thoughts you dismiss as fleeting worries or idle musings are, in fact, the Spirit's way of preparing you for the end times? You see, we live in a world where distractions abound, where the noise of daily life drowns out the quiet stirrings of our souls. But what if those stirrings, those echoes, are not to be ignored? What if they hold the key to understanding not just your purpose here on earth, but the very nature of what is to come? Consider the words of Jesus in Matthew 24. Watch therefore, for you do not know on what day your Lord is coming. Watch, be vigilant, pay attention. But what are we to watch for? The signs in the heavens, the chaos in the world. Yes, those are part of it. But what if the most critical sign, the one we often overlook, is the one within us? What if the echoes of eternity are resonating in your thoughts, revealing glimpses of the end times? If only you would listen. Think about it. When was the last time you paused long enough to truly examine your thoughts? Not just the surface-level concerns about work, family, or finances, but the deeper questions that linger in the quiet moments, those thoughts that tug at your spirit, that stir a sense of unease or longing. Could it be that these are not random musings but divine whispers, preparing you for what lies ahead? Remember the story of Noah. God gave him a vision, a warning of the impending flood. To many it seemed like a madman's ramblings. Who would believe such a thing? But Noah listened. He heeded the echoes of eternity that spoke to his heart and prepared for the end of his world as he knew it. And because he did, he and his family were saved. What echoes are you hearing today? Are you dismissing them as mere thoughts? Or are you recognizing them as the Spirit's call to prepare? In 2 Timothy 3:1-5, Paul warns us of the perilous times that will come in the last days. He speaks of people being lovers of self, lovers of money, proud, arrogant, abusive, disobedient to parents, ungrateful, unholy, heartless, unappeasable, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not loving good, treacherous, reckless, swollen with conceit, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God. Sound familiar? Look around you. Look within you. These are not just societal issues. They are battles raging in our own minds. The echoes of eternity are warning us that the end times are not just a future event but a present reality, one that is playing out in our thoughts and hearts every single day. You see, the enemy knows that the battle for your soul begins in your mind. He plants seeds of doubt, fear, and distraction, hoping you will ignore the echoes of eternity that are calling you to prepare. But God is greater. His Spirit is constantly speaking to you, reminding you of His promises, His faithfulness, and His soon return. The question is, are you listening? Consider the parable of the 10 virgins in Matthew 25. 5 were wise and prepared with oil for their lamps. 5 were foolish and did not. When the bridegroom came, the wise were ready, but the foolish were left behind. What separates the wise from the foolish? It's not just about having oil. It's about being attuned to the echoes of eternity, those thoughts and stirrings that urge us to prepare our hearts and minds for Christ's return. The wise virgins were not just physically prepared. They were spiritually alert, listening to the whispers of the Spirit. So, What echoes are you hearing today? Are they urging you to seek God more earnestly? To forgive that person who wronged you? To let go of the sin that entangles you? To share the gospel with a lost world? These are not just random thoughts. They are divine promptings, echoes of eternity calling you to align your life with God's purposes. In Philippians 4:8, Paul encourages us to think about whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there is any excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise. Think about these things. Because our thoughts shape our actions, and our actions determine our destiny. If we fill our minds with the things of God, we will be prepared for His return. But if we allow our thoughts to be consumed by the cares of this world, we risk being caught off guard when the end times come. You see, the echoes of eternity are not just about preparing for the future. They are about living in the present with an eternal perspective. They are about recognizing that every thought, every decision, every action has eternal significance. What you think today matters because it reveals what you value, what you prioritize, and ultimately, where your heart lies. So, I challenge you, start paying attention to your thoughts. Don't dismiss them as mere mental chatter. Listen to them. Examine them. Are they aligned with God's word? Are they preparing you for His return? Are they echoes of eternity, calling you to a deeper relationship with Him? Remember, the end times are not just a distant event. They are unfolding before us every day. The signs are all around us in the world and in our own hearts. But amidst the chaos and uncertainty, there is hope. There is clarity. There is conviction. And it all begins with listening to the echoes of eternity that are speaking to you right now. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't be like the foolish virgins who ignored the warnings. Be vigilant. Be prepared. Listen to the echoes of eternity and let them guide you into a deeper, more intimate relationship with God. For when Christ returns, may He find you ready not just in body, but in mind and spirit, fully attuned to the echoes of eternity that have been whispering in your heart all along.